The 2026 AI landscape has shifted into an environment where zero-cost video generation is colliding with the reality of corporate monetization. Nearly every major platform has adopted a strict trial-to-subscription model. They offer a taste of high-end creation, but enforce a hard paywall after your first 2 or 3 generations. This chart shows cumulative monthly subscription fees for a standard video workflow. Notice this sharp vertical spike. Stacking tools now costs hundreds a month. Large studios absorb this overhead, but for independent creators, this financial burden blocks production entirely. The technology itself is accessible, but the monthly capital required to keep the servers running has become the primary bottleneck in automated video production. Completely free, professional AI generation remains accessible to anyone willing to trade operational friction for access in this ecosystem. Friction involves utilizing experimental test beds, managing temporary email accounts, or complex local software installations. This quadrant chart maps our evaluation framework. We measure specific output quality against required friction. We found 5 tools that bypass standard paywalls, plotting them on this matrix to identify the optimal workflow for your needs. Selecting an AI generator now involves weighing specific features against the unique operational headaches required to keep the process free. The first category of tools sits on the lowest end of our friction scale. These platforms offer easy entry, but enforce rigid limits on what you can actually do. Ver.com offers frictionless onboarding. You connect a standard Google account and receive unlimited access without providing credit card information. It produces strong text-to-image and image-to-video results, but there is a clear trade-off. It lacks native audio generation. Your videos render in total silence. Qwen AI offers a powerful alternative for creators. While earlier versions were inconsistent, the platform was recently updated with a model designed for high-speed rendering. It operates without credit limits or watermarks on your exports, and unlike Ver, it generates synchronized native audio for your scenes. The catch is the user experience. The interface is unpolished and less intuitive compared to major commercial platforms. If you need to generate massive amounts of B-roll and voiceover-driven assets rapidly, this tier provides the most efficient route, provided you can navigate the awkward menus. Moving up the friction scale, we enter the experimental tier. Here, you trade platform stability for backdoor access to premium models, usually gated behind subscriptions. This leads to Arena AI, previously known as LM Arena. It functions as a live testing ground that provides access to powerhouse models like Sora, Vio, and Grok for free. The output capability is high. You can prompt the system to generate 2 high-definition videos simultaneously, complete with synchronized dialogue and cinematic audio. However, the friction is high. As an active test environment, the platform suffers from instability and unpredictable queue times while waiting for your render. This loophole is viable for creators who prioritize cinematic dialogue and can accommodate an unpredictable production schedule. Next is the high-friction tier. This requires actively managing trial account systems to bypass hard generation limits. Degen AI provides access to professional-grade models like Sora 2 and Seed Dance. Access is gated behind a strict introductory limit of 300 credits. To bypass this limit, use a temporary email generator. Paste the disposable address into Degen AI, and verify the code to claim initial credits. Following this continuous loop provides fresh accounts, yielding enough credits for 10 premium videos every cycle. This requirement creates a significant and noticeable workflow disruption. You are forced to halt your creative process every 10 videos to manage alternate accounts and logins. While this method requires the most active labor, it remains the only reliable way to extract agency-level video quality with a $0 budget. The final tier abandons the cloud entirely. Instead of fighting corporate limits, you shift the computing burden directly onto your local hardware. Qwen AI specializes in advanced lip-sync avatars and complex cinematic scenes. Rendering these typically requires massive amounts of cloud computing power. Because of that cost, the cloud platform is restrictive. You receive 10 free credits upon signing up, and accumulating more requires a slow daily logging routine. The technical bypass uses a tool called Pinocchio to install Qwen AI locally, severing your connection to the credit system. This method requires a modern PC with a capable GPU, the physical chip that handles the heavy mathematical lifting for rendering. If you can handle the setup complexity, you are trading local electricity costs for infinite, uncapped generation power. Navigating the AI landscape in 2026 relies on identifying your technical capability and exact project requirements. This flowchart maps the choices. Creators prioritizing speed and limitless B-roll without workflow interruptions are efficiency optimizers. Their path leads directly to Qwen AI and Ver.com. They accept interface quirks to keep production moving. Patient premium seekers who require Sora-level output on a $0 budget will route to Arena AI and Digen AI, paying the price in queue times and account management. Tech-savvy power users needing uncapped lip-sync features find their destination in a local WAN AI installation. Refuse to pay for stacked corporate subscriptions until your content generates revenue. Until then, select your preferred method of friction and start building.